What's good, everybody? It's your boy Lou back at it with another video. You know, it's out here rainy in sunny California. Surprisingly, I don't know where the hell the rain came from, but it came. And just like everything else in life, the best things in life happen when we least expect it, and happen in the moments when we don't anticipate change is when life seems to change. And that happened to me a couple of times this year, and it's weird because I'm noticing patterns in my life now, and obviously it's just from being self-objective, right? From understanding yourself, from studying yourself, from studying certain things, and it's just a matter of just switching those certain things that you're studying, right? Because if you analyze your life and you're not where you want to be at, what I would do, because what I'm doing is helping me, is start looking at everything that you're doing and start looking at every time where you feel like your life went towards a different direction or you didn't want to. Because me personally, this might be completely like off, but I feel like we are all born with a purpose. And sometimes when we're kids, obviously our parents try to guide us in the right direction to fulfill that purpose. And it's obvious we all are here for a purpose, but I think in life, you're gonna go towards your purpose regardless if you're on the right path. But as soon as you start doing certain things or start going down different paths and doing different things, I feel like you start drifting away from your purpose. And that's why your life feels like it's out of control, because you're not on the same path where you're supposed to go in life, and that's your purpose, right? And every time you drift away, you keep drifting until you happen to stumble upon it again down the line, where you start noticing like, oh damn, I've drifted away from my purpose, from my path that I'm supposed to be on. And that's why I feel like my life felt like out of control sometimes when I would be going through my things, you know, for all the depression, all the stress, anxiety, the overthinking, the this, the that, the everything. And that's just because I moved off the course of my life that I was supposed to be on, because God put me in the position to follow that course. It was just up to me to stay on it. And obviously at some point when we're little, we don't have that discernment, right? We're being guided by our parents, by our older folks, you know, by people in our lives that are like guardians to us. And which is why it's important to have those good guardians, those good people that are very good for you and that guide you in the right direction. Because up until the point where you're actually blessed with understanding and comprehension, it's different for everybody, because not everybody gets conscious of their decisions at the same time. And that's all from growth and from life and from the guardians and from the things that you go through. We don't all get that consciousness of like, oh damn, I'm going down the wrong path. Some people will never get that consciousness, and that's crazy to me. And it's sad, like I said in my previous video, it's sad because some people never get that consciousness of, oh damn, I'm not on the path that I'm supposed to be on no more, and I've drifted away from my purpose. That's why my life feels like it's going all over the place, because I am not conscious of my decision. So that's why we have to be conscious of everything we do. In a way, overthinking is a blessing if you use it for the right reasons. If you overthink the bad things and undermine the good things and underthink the good things, that's where life completely changes. Like if you start acting on the good things and the bad things you overthink, the things you shouldn't be doing, you start overthinking. I think that's the point in your life where you should be happy with yourself, and you should pat yourself on the back, because that means you have the consciousness of understanding that you're not doing the right things. And I understand that it's very obvious, and it's a very far-fetched, I guess you could say, ideology, because at the end of the day, we all know what's good, we all know what's bad, right? But if you think about it though, it takes that very, very specific person to understand it. And it goes back to the discipline, right? It goes back to what you're doing in the morning, to what you're eating, to who you have in your life, to the things you're consuming, to the things you're watching, the things you're listening to the things that you're indulging in. It all goes back to that, of course, and that all trickles down into your everyday life, into the things that you're doing. That's why I'm a very big advocate of going to the gym and putting your body through extreme things, because then you start realizing like, oh damn, this is what I'm made of, or this is what I can do with myself, and these are things. And as soon as you start seeing the progress in the gym, like your body changing, you grow and you're like, damn, I don't want to do nothing to jeopardize this, because you feel good, right? You look good, feel good. So let's push that to our people. And honestly, in a non-messed up way, if you have people around you that aren't conscious of their decisions, it's time you separate yourself from them, because conscious and unconscious people will never be able to mix. The best thing you can do is love them from far and lead by example. And that's the best thing you could do. If you're conscious of the things that you're doing and things that you're not supposed to be doing, you're winning. Pat yourself on the back. Understand though, it's gonna come with a lot of baggage, a lot of things that you're gonna feel, a lot of confusion, a lot of feeling lost, a lot of like, damn, what if I'm not doing the right thing? What if I'm wasting my youth? What if I'm not like participating with everybody else and having fun? Because that's the big thing. Like, whenever I bring this up to certain people, and I'm not gonna blast nobody over here, but I'm just saying, some people would be like, yo, you should have your fun, like, you know, you're young, only be this young one time, and this and that. And that's true. I am only gonna be this young one time, but it goes back to your purpose. What is your purpose? What is your why? My why is that I want to have a family one day. I want a bunch of kids. I want to have a wife. I want to have a home. I want to have animals. I want to have a farm. I want to have things that are tangible in my life, things that are meaningful to me. So it's like, dude, there's no need for me to fully live the young life. Don't get me wrong, I've slipped up here and there, and I might slip up in the future. I'm human, right? But for the majority of my time though, I know that I'm focused on my goal, and my goal is a family, and that's gonna come with a lot. And I need to be already going through the trials and tribulations of learning everything I need to do as a man, for when I get to that point, I'm like there. Obviously I won't know everything, but I'll have a better understanding of life, financially, physically, spiritually, mentally, like everything. That's important. So if you feel like you're lost and you don't know what you're doing, it actually could be two things. Let me rephrase that. It could be two things. If you feel like you're lost and you don't know where you're going, and you're confused and you're hurting and you're pain and this and that, and you're doing the wrong things, that's because you've drifted off your course. But if you feel like you're lost, you're confused, you're anxious, you're nervous, but you're doing the right things, that's because you're on the path to where you gotta go. So it's up to you to decide with that, because obviously it goes back to the conscious thing I was talking about. If you're conscious of your wrong decisions, you're probably on the wrong path. But if you're conscious of your decisions and you're making the right ones, but you still feel all that comes with it, I think that just comes with it, because I feel like that every day. But I know that I'm doing my best I can to proceed forward and be a better human being and a better individual and a better man for my future children and my future wife. So yeah, a little quick one for y'all. I just have these thoughts that come into me, and I just gotta speak them, because God just talks to me, and I just gotta let it all out, because it's not fair. It'd be unfair if someone out there that's really good, has a lot of insight and a lot of knowledge, to just keep it to yourself, because someone out there needs it. I need it. That's why I do these videos. That's why I outsource my thoughts. You know, I try to look at people as guidance, you know, as mentors and stuff like that, and then just translate it into my own life, and obviously from my own experiences too. But yeah, it's your boy Luz. It's a quick one for y'all. I hope y'all doing good. Take care of yourself. Let's get it. End of the quarter, like I always say, and I'm gonna continue saying till the end of the year comes. It's here. Let's get it. And let's get some money. Let's get ourselves right. Let's get our family right. Let's get our mental right, our physical and our spiritual. It's your boy Lou, and I'm out.